You think you've seen all the horror the 90s had to offer? Think again. Buried under piles of Scream ripoffs and VHS dust bunnies are some truly wild, overlooked gems that deserve way more attention than they got. From demon-infested magicians to cursed compact mirrors and devilish detours into books, we're exploring thoroughly into the crypt of forgotten flicks. Stick around to the end, because number 1 is so weirdly ahead of its time, you'll wonder if it predicted your nightmares. Oh, and while you're here, hit that like, drop your weirdest 90s horror memory in the comments, and subscribe unless you want your mirror to whisper back tonight. Directed by horror maestro Clive Barker, yes, the Hellraiser guy, Lord of Illusions is what happens when film noir gets drunk and crashes into a Lovecraftian birthday party. It follows Private Detective Harry, played by a brooding Scott Bakula, as he stumbles into a cult obsessed with resurrecting a murdered magician who had very real powers. This isn't card trick and dove kind of magic. We're talking flesh-melting, soul-ripping, hellmouth-opening realness. Think Chinatown if it was directed by H.R. Geiger on acid. Critics didn't quite know what to make of it at the time, but its mix of occult horror, sleazy LA vibes, and genuinely disturbing creature effects earns it a spot on this list.
Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. Something is listening. Something is watching. Something is coming.
How would you like to see the world the way it really is?
Detective Harry Damour is walking a path between what can be seen and what must be feared. Now, every step he takes brings him closer to the truth. In a world where magic is real, death is the ultimate illusion.
All you have to do is beg. Next! You want to come with me, Damour? I've got so much power to give you. Are you ready for my wisdom?
It's not real.
I was born to murder the world.
If Nix is back from the dead, then he is some kind of a god.
If Hot Topic made a horror movie, Mirror Mirror would be its flagship franchise. This ultra-low-budget goth horror kicks off when a shy teenager named Megan moves into a new home and discovers an antique mirror that grants her darkest desires, with a few grotesque side effects. As you'd expect, it starts with bullies getting bloodily de-bullied, but things spiral quickly into demon-fueled chaos. Karen Black makes a gloriously bizarre appearance, looking like she wandered in from another movie entirely, which only adds to the film's surreal energy. This flick is drenched in black eyeliner, melodrama, and the kind of teenage angst that could summon Devil himself. It spawned 3 sequels, somehow, but the original remains a dark, angsty, and violently poetic little time capsule of early 90s occult horror.
The mirror is using her. She doesn't know what she's unleashed.
Why are you torturing me?
Ghosts do not exist.
She is whacked.
You can't just leave like that.
I gotta think this through, okay?
The rumors are true. There is something haunting Leatherworth House. Only it's not a ghost.
Hello, I'm from the Happy Valley Pet Cemetery.
What the hell is going on?
Or I can start it. See? Control. I can stop it. I can control it now. What's all that racket? Are you trying to say that you had something to do with this? Well, let's just say that you and me are innocent. I'm bleeding.
Mirror, mirror.
Ever wondered what would happen if American Pie, Beetlejuice, and the Evil Dead had a stoner baby? Welcome to Idle Hands. Devon Sawa plays Anton, a slacker whose right hand becomes possessed and starts murdering everyone in sight, including his best friends, who then come back as wisecracking zombies because, sure, why not? Jessica Alba is here, inexplicably dating Anton despite his total lack of hygiene or basic decision-making skills. Seth Green steals every scene he's in, even while sporting a beer bottle impaled in his skull. This movie is loud, irreverent, and completely unhinged, in the best possible way. Critics at the time didn't know whether to laugh or scream, so they mostly ignored it. Their loss. Idle Hands is a chaotic horror comedy with practical gore, juvenile charm, and a hand that's basically Ash's evil twin.
Anton Tobias never had much on his mind, and he always had time on his hands. Until one of them got a mind of its own.
Aren't you a little old for Ding Dong Ditch?
I'm not the killer. Okay. I mean, if OJ could get off, then I'm sure. You beer?
Now, his hand won't stop, and the only way to stop it
Idle hands are the devil's playpen, so keep my hands occupied, right?
is to keep it busy.
4 bodies have been discovered, and the killer is still at large.
I have no control over my hand. It makes me do things I don't want it to do. Sorry about your bush.
I'm gonna call 911. What's the number?
I don't want to hurt you. Don't!
Ew, that's disgusting.
Idle Hands. The touching story of a boy and his hand.
Kinky.
Roman Polanski's The Ninth Gate is like a Dan Brown novel filtered through a cloud of cigarette smoke and existential dread. Johnny Depp plays Dean Corso, a rare book dealer hired to authenticate a mysterious occult tome supposedly written by Lucifer himself. What follows is a globe-trotting scavenger hunt through esoteric symbols, ancient engravings, and some very unsettling artwork. There are no jump scares here, just creepiness, arcane puzzles, and the slow unraveling of a man who thinks he's too smart for the supernatural. It's all very dry and cerebral, until suddenly it isn't. This movie asks, what if Satan was real, and also a huge fan of rare books? It's stylish, languid, and weirdly mesmerizing.
The Nine Gates is a kingdom of shadows. A book reputed to have been written by Satan himself.
I want you to go to Europe. I want you to get it for me.
You mean the devil won't show up?
You don't know what you're getting yourself into, Mr. Corso. Get out before it's too late.
I'm afraid it already is.
Let life travel in silence to brave the arrows of misfortune and fear neither noose nor fire.
Before it got a bafflingly bland remake in 2017, Flatliners was a nightmare of medical horror, metaphysics, and guilt-fueled hallucinations. Directed by Joel Schumacher during his stylish Gothic phase, it follows a group of med students, including Kiefer Sutherland, Julia Roberts, Kevin Bacon, and Oliver Platt, who deliberately stop each other's hearts to explore the afterlife. Unsurprisingly, things go sideways fast when their past sins start manifesting in the real world. It's basically a supernatural revenge thriller wrapped in a philosophical crisis burrito. The lighting alone is moody chaos. Every frame is dripping in cobalt blue and Catholic guilt. It's like someone watched The Exorcist and said, but what if it had more fog machines and 90s hair? Surprisingly profound and deeply creepy, Flatliners is the kind of movie that dares to ask, what if your worst memory became your personal poltergeist?
Today's a good day to die.
Flatline.
30 seconds to go.
You're running out of time.
300, clear. Nothing. Your heart, go again. Clear. Nothing, I can't hear anything. Come on, Nelson. Breathe.
Was there anything negative about your experience?
This is too weird. We've experienced death. Now somehow we brought our sins back physically. They're past.
Oh my God.
You withheld information. That's the same as lying.
You wouldn't have done it. At least we would have had a choice. You're not real.
Thank you for the nightmare.
No! Nelson, please! I thought I paid my dues. Come on, Joe. Starting CPR.
Flatliners. Some lines shouldn't be crossed.
Alright, horror hounds, how many of these have actually passed through your eyeballs? If you've got a dusty favorite that should have been on this list, we see you, Event Horizon fans, sound off in the comments below. And if this video gave you a new to-watch list for your next creepy weekend binge, check out our full horror movie playlist. There's more weird, wild, and terrifying stuff where this came from. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.